Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the new Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger, or the Tricera Ranger. I don't know if that's what he's actually called. I don't know. Anyway, this is the Blue Ranger. He's the same as all the other Rangers, except he's blue, and he has a different helmet and accessories. And somebody asked me the other day, why did I stop reviewing these? And my response is simply that I haven't. I review a wide variety of things, guys. Sometimes some things that you might be looking for are getting reviewed later. Sometimes they review now, but sometimes I have other things that have to go first. That's just the way it is. And also, I'm sick of this line because they can't get the helmets right. I don't understand it. The helmets are abysmal on this line. People used to make fun of the Legacy collection. Is that what it was called? The Bandai one? I think so. For the stylization that they chose to do. And it was a purposeful stylization, and they nailed that stylization. These are meant to be accurate, and the helmets are ridiculously inaccurate. It's nuts, but we'll talk about that in a minute. There are some good things about this figure, so let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 6 1/4 inches, which makes him pretty close to, let's say, 15.75 centimeters. And the first thing I notice about this guy is that he's not as variable colored as the Pink Ranger. I definitely worded that correctly. Don't even worry about it. And it's good, but he's still not the same. Like, the arms and legs are different than the torso. I guess it'll depend on your lighting, but for me it's fairly obvious. Another thing worth noting is that the molded white for the butterfly joint and the gloves and hands and boots, not that white. Looks like dingy, old wash, whereas this is painted white and it's very clean, and it makes it obviously different, and it looks bad. It looks bad because that molded white is very off-white. I wonder how it looks on camera. Are you able to tell the difference? I guess it depends on your monitor too. I can tell the difference on camera. Hopefully you guys can. Good news is the line work is clean throughout the chest and the arms and the boots. Clean enough, I should say. Detail work on the belt is okay. It's not great, but it'll do. The paint work on the helmet is okay. Enough. So aesthetically speaking, 5 out of 10. Dingy, dirty, yellow, white plastic, and then a helmet that looks bad. Okay, as for the accessories, we have the 2 hands that come on them in the package, which are grippy hands, and then we have 2 fist hands. That's okay. We have 2 little dagger thingies. I don't know what his weapons are called. I can never remember it. I guess they're kind of like size, but they're not. We have those, and then we have the ones where you connect them, and it's actually just a new accessory, so that's cool. We have his blade blaster, but only in gun form, unless I'm missing an accessory, but I don't think so. Only in gun form, which means it doesn't go in the holster ever. We do have a lightning effect which goes on his staff thingy, so that's pretty cool. And then we have an unhelmeted head with terrible glasses. I mean, technically they're painted well and they have the clear plastic, but they just look, they don't look right. The face is okay. Yeah, obviously you could do better, but I think that's a reasonably good likeness and paint job for the face, so that's okay. So accessory wise, I'll give it a 7. I don't understand why the blade blaster doesn't come with a folded up version. Am I missing? Let me look at the box. Does the box? Doesn't say. I'm gonna look at the box anyway. Let's see. Dagger, whatever they're called thingies. Big dagger thingy, blade blaster, head. Nope. Well, maybe it's over there with the lightning. Let me look. You guys don't mind. Hands, lightning. Nope. No blade blaster. I don't understand how that's a thing that's happening. No blade blaster that goes in the holster. Whatever. This line is just so half-assed. Like, they nailed it with Zed. They nailed it mostly with Goldar. And then they're like, that's it. That's enough. We've done it. And they haven't. They haven't. Alright, so we have, for the head, almost no range because it sits really low on the neck also. Very little range going forward and back. You can rotate it, but that helmet is basically sitting on his clavicle. It's so low. And it looks worse because of the shape of it. It would look better if it didn't have that really, really round shape. Butterfly joint works really nice going back. Actually really nice going forward too. That's good. Shoulders work alright going out to the side. Full rotation, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. That's all nice. Wrist swivel and hinge. Wrong joint in the wrist again. Why is that something I have to keep explaining? I don't get it. If you're holding a weapon in your hand, you need the joint to be vertical, whether it's a gun, whether it's a knife, whether it's a sword. If you're holding a weapon like this, what good does it do to go like that? It doesn't. You almost never need that. I mean, as far as action figures go, in real life, you do a combination of both, probably. But as far as action figures go, you need this. I don't understand that. Why is that something I'm the only one saying? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, that's there. Diaphragm joint works nice enough, ab crunch works nice enough, but they're in the wrong order, so it is very limited in posability. So when you can lean him forward, then you can spin him like a helicopter, put his arms out and spin him like that if you want to, but you can't lean him to the side or turn him to the side because there's no waist twist. There's no useful side movement with this combination of joints. They need to stop doing it. Hips go pretty far out to the side, a little bit better than 45, going forward, not too far, not too bad though, they don't go back. Thigh swivel is fine, double jointed knee is very stiff. Wow. But that's fine, it works. Hopefully yours isn't that stiff, but nothing broke, so that's good. We do have a boot swivel, which will be helpful with the ankle. Feet can go how far forward? Well, let's go back first. Feet go, if you overlap them, they go all the way back, and that's what I'm thinking we're gonna have to do for the front as well. Let's see. Yeah, feet go pretty far forward. Then honestly, the ankle rocker is just about as good as you can do, so you don't really need the boot swivel, but you have that. So articulation's okay, other than the torso, I'll give it a 7. The torso's not good. Never gonna say that that's a good joint combination because it's not. It's far more limiting than basically any other standard articulation. You need rotation at the waist. You need it. Unless you only have, or I guess not only, but unless you have a really good diaphragm joint that's lower on the torso. But as it is, you're only able to rotate his rib cage. You can't rotate his abdomen at all, which means posability is so limited. So limited. So did I rate that yet? I don't know if I did. Even if I did, ignore that. New rating, or first time rating for the articulation. 6 because of that. Okay, final verdict on this guy. The more figures I review from this line, the more disappointed in it I am. It feels like an entirely different thing from Lord Zed or Goldar. There's zero effort being put into these, it feels like. And maybe there's plenty, but it doesn't really matter if the end result is something that leaves the customer feeling dissatisfied. And that's how I feel. And maybe I could look past some of that stuff if the helmet didn't look like it was from something that isn't Power Rangers, but that's what it looks like. So final verdict on this guy gets a 6, or is a 6. He gets a 6 out of 10. Not good. Not absolutely terrible, but it's not particularly good, so I can't recommend it. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think about the figure. Let me know what you thought about the review by giving this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, well, you probably don't want to, but I'm gonna say you should anyway, because I do have new videos out almost every single day. Like, literally almost every day. And for the days I don't, I have thousands already on the channel, so there's always something for you to watch on my channel. And it's just for you. So come back for all of that, and in the meantime, keep collecting.